Marissa, and today I have another crazy, insane story time about the time I almost did a porn. But before I get into the story, if you guys are not following me on all of my social medias, they will be linked in the down bar. If you aren't following me, go follow me so you don't miss out on anything that happens in my life and be more interactive with each other. So if you aren't following me, go follow me. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get on to this crazy story time. Okay, so this happened probably when I was 13 years old, so 7 years ago, and I still vividly remember this because it was so creepy and all the creepiest things happened to me. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. This is Marissa. I'm crazy. I have creepy things that happen to me and I just include you guys along for the ride. So my dad's side is Italian, and very much Italian, and every year we would go to this church event that was basically just a big Italian dinner, and it was a charity fundraiser for the church. So you would buy a ticket for entry, which I think it was like $5, and you would buy a ticket for a meal, and basically you would go in, you can get a big bowl of spaghetti, there's pasta, cannolis, there's spumoni ice cream. I'm getting hungry, and it was just a really big, nice church event that me and my family would participate in every year. So it was just a normal event for me that we went to. So we got ready. I went with my grandma, my aunts, my cousins, my grandpa, just my whole family. So we get there, we go in, and it's so beautiful. It's a huge hall in the church that is made beautifully. There's a bunch of arrangements. There's a huge centerpiece of table with a bunch of gift baskets and flowers and cookies that everyone there can go around and buy, and all proceeds obviously go to the church. And I know you guys are probably like so confused, like, Marissa, how did you almost make a porn and you're talking about church? Well, stay tuned. So we all ate, and we would kind of get to talking to new people, get to know people, and it was just like a fun time. So all my family were sitting together, we ate, and then I wanted to go and look at that table full of the cookies because I was a kid, and who doesn't love cookies even now? I went around and was looking at all the cookies and the flowers, and this guy comes up to me. He's about in his early to late 40s to early 50s. He was like this big guy, and he was looking at me, and I didn't think anything of it. He came up to me after he was looking at me and following me around the table for a little bit. He came up to me and he was talking to me about the cookies and asking me if I wanted him to buy me some cookies, and I was a kid and I loved cookies, so I said, yeah, like, let's buy me cookies, like, that's awesome, thank you. He bought me cookies and he asked me to sit down at a table with him. So we sat at a table, and mind you, all my family are just like at another table in another hall, and he probably didn't think anything of me gone because I would go every year, and it's a church event and no one thinks anything's gonna happen. But news to everyone, you need to be on full alert all the time wherever you are, because there's crazy people everywhere nowadays, and they will do crazy things no matter where they are. Sorry, it's just like sad that people are like this. Anyways, so I sat down with him. He's an old man. I'm 12 years old, and we were eating cookies, and he was telling me that I was beautiful and that I was such a pretty girl, and at this point in the conversation I was getting kind of creeped out. I thought it was really strange, the things that he was saying to me and the way he was looking at me. So then he started telling me that he was a director and he did movies, and the conversation just kind of got back to being friendly. So he was telling me how he did all these movies and how great it was of a job. And just a side note, I loved acting when I was a kid. I was in acting classes like probably for 5 years or more, and I always wanted to be an actress. The phase is gone now. I don't like it anymore, but I would always go to acting classes, like, and like I knew like my slate, all of that. It's like acting terms you guys don't know. So like, your girl wanted to be an actress. When he said that, my mind was like, oh my god, like, this is so cool, like, I've always wanted to do this. And he's like, yeah, really? Like, that's awesome, you totally have to look for it. He was telling me to act out some scenes. So he was telling me like, oh, my mother died, so like be sad, or oh, I just got a big role and be happy. Just like kind of like more of my feelings. So I was thinking this is awesome, like I need to like keep in touch with this guy, this can be my big break, like 12-year-old naive mind. And so he's like, I think you're awesome, like I actually have some films that I've done that are in my car, you can see all the flyers and we can have contracts and I can sign you and it'll be great, we can make a bunch of movies together, whatnot. So I was thinking like this is so awesome, like duh. Remember, I'm 12, 13 years old, like I didn't think anything of it. So I am stupid and I'm going with this guy to his car. So the way you get in and out of this place is you have to give the ticket to a guy. So there's a guy standing at the door. And this guy knew my family, he knew me, thank God. I was walking outside with this guy and the man that was standing in the front collecting all the tickets for entry, he pulled my arm and grabbed me before I walked out with this guy. And he literally probably saved my life. He's like, what are you doing? Why are you walking with him? Like, are you stupid? Like, I know this guy, he's bad news. Like, you're coming with me, I'm taking you to your family. So he takes me to my aunt's and he explained what happened. I was in big trouble because I was going with a complete stranger, and they kind of just talked to me about stranger danger, which I kind of want to talk to you about because there are so many crazy people in this world and you need to be smarter. You need to be aware of your surroundings, and any gut instinct that you get when you first talk to someone, you're probably right. So the guy that basically saved my life, like I'm so grateful to him and I will forever be, he came and talked to my family and he pulled them aside and told something to them that they never told me until actually recently, a couple years ago, that I found out about this, because I'm not going to tell a 12-year-old something so vulgar and disgusting and just terrible. So basically a couple years ago my family, I don't know how this got brought up, but we were talking about it and they basically told me that that guy was a director for porn, he was a producer for porn, and what he wanted was to take me into his car and make a porn with me, and I almost did it. So I almost went in his car and I almost did the dirty, disgusting things that he wanted me to do, even though I had no prior knowledge of it. Just imagining if I had gotten in this guy's car, what he would have done. And so I'm forever thankful for that guy. There is still good people in the world amongst the craziness. There's still those handful of good guys that will help you out, good people that will help you out, and I just want you guys to be safe. Hope you guys enjoyed this creepy, crazy story time and take a good message out of this, that you are smart, you're beautiful, don't go with creepy people, and other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you guys next week. Bye guys!